Sperber told me one of his friends who's also a property manager that manages over 6,000 units. And the property manager said 50% of the current tenants called and told the property manager that they're not paying rent. And we haven't even hit April yet. Have you gotten these calls? And what do you even tell the tenants?
We have. I think in our portfolio, it's not as much as 50%. I think we've probably seen 15 to 20% of our tenants reach out to us with concerns and questioning how we're going to handle and respond to the situation currently at hand. A lot of what we've gotten are people who are going to do and make best efforts to make payments, whether they be full payments, partial payments. They've really been really great about giving us an update as to what their intentions are. I will say that in the last few days here, we made an office stop yesterday and today, and we've collected almost 40 to 50 rents, and we're leading the week up to the 1st. So I don't think we're going to have a full grasp as to how big the problem will be, or if there'll even be a problem, until the 5th of April. However, I do also feel that April's 1 month down. So as we progress through the 60th and 90th days, obviously some of these issues for these tenants and their finances will become a little more magnified. Obviously, there's rumors behind the stimulus check and how that may affect people and how they approach the topic. But we are communicating with tenants and telling them that this is a deferment. This is a moratorium on evictions. This is no waiver, not a waiver of rent in any way. We've made it clear that upon that 90-day period, should the bans on eviction be lifted, unfortunately, we may be in a position where they need to be held accountable for a full 90 days. So we're telling them to make best efforts and do what they can to make payments. Going to be pushing out shortly a incentive program for our tenants here at Town Housing Real Estate, and that's approved by each owner individually. However, that incentive program will not go out or take effect until the 5th of the month, after we've seen exactly who is going to make rent payments and who's going to have issues. From there, each tenant's going to be contacted individually, and we're going to have a better understanding case by case as to who's having an issue and why they can or cannot pay. But we're going to hold off until after the 5th. We don't want to cut any of our owners off at the knees and offer unnecessary discounts to people who may fully intend to pay full month's rent.
Got it. Now, with the new incentive plan that you talked about, could you elaborate more on this and, tell me behind the thoughts of how you even came up with this?
The incentive program is a tiered structure, and it's 3 different groups of individuals, anyone paying $600 a month or less, anyone paying between $600 and $900 and $900 and over. And the way we tiered it is that they will get a per month discount against their rent as they pay rent. So over the course of 3 months, it works out to be about 50% of a single month's rental rate. So if a single unit is $900 a month, over these 3 months, they're going to get a $450 incentive and rent waiver at $150 per month for paying the rent, the remainder of their rent each month on time. So it's going to be a month-to-month basis for that incentive program. It's going to really keep them on the hook to continue making those payments.
Got it. And what about maintenance? Are maintenance still going out there and fixing issues?
Yes. Our maintenance team, they're fully operational. What they're doing is they are going out, answering calls, and they're also making sure that tenants' problems are being resolved. After the 5th of the month, we're making sure that anyone who's not paid rent, those priorities are set kind of on the back burner. Outside of health and wellness, human life safety, and then anything related to the physical structure of the property, that'll get put on the back burner until we start to see our portfolios and clients' cash flow strong again. We're not looking to do cosmetic repairs or any kind of unnecessary work to a tenant's unit if they have right out of the gate gotten behind in rent. We want to make sure that we're matching up income with expenses as best we can. However, that said, we're not going to put anyone's life in danger. We obviously need to maintain the properties for our clients and maintain safety for our tenants.
So as a client myself, I can say that this incentive plan is wonderful. I think you're being very proactive about this, and which you got to be. And this is why you manage 1,000 units. This is beautiful. Great.
Yeah, it's something, it's no solution fits all. And we certainly identify that here at Town Housing, but we're trying to come up with something that really, shows the humane side to our business. I think now's a more important time to put that best foot forward. And it's a big ask from me to our clients to consider this type of discount and waiver. It's not a small number, and I certainly do appreciate our clients cooperation with it. I think for the most part, all understand, why we're suggesting this. And I think once we roll it out to the tenants, we're going to really be able to build positive relationships with each tenant and make sure that we are capturing as much rental income as possible.
Got it.